Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going today? I am the Digital Ham, and today I'm going to be talking to you about YouTube partnerships. Today, specifically, I'm going to be talking about Fullscreen. Before, though, I jump into this head on, I want to talk to you about some of the misconceptions that people have about partnerships, and I want to explain that a little bit more. I will be talking about all the intricate details about Fullscreen a little bit later in the video, but I do really suggest that you watch the video in its entirety so you get all the pertinent information that you need to make a good decision. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is the process of how you would get a partnership and why you would want to get a partnership. And this is where this misconception comes from. The misconception is that people think that once they get a partnership, it is the begin all, end all for everything. It is a one-click fix for all their issues that they've had before previous to their partnership. So if a person had very few subscribers and little activity on their channel and with their videos, low views, they might have that conception that, oh, well, if I get a partnership, then it's a guaranteed I'm going to blow up. I'll be, I can quit my job. I can do this full time. I could do this. You get sponsorships from different, gaming networks or whatever to come out and do commentary or get products or whatever it may be. And that, unfortunately, in my opinion, is a misconception. The reason being, most of the time, it's not going to help your situation. And by that, I mean, it's not going to do anything different that you can do by yourself. I've had previous channels, quite a few, and the one thing that I've remembered is it's so hard, and I think every single successful YouTuber out there, and I'm talking about people that are in the 100,000, if not a million subscribers plus, most of them will tell you that they hit a point in their life with their YouTube career where they just said, you know what? I'm done. I'm not reaching the expectations that I set for myself. So therefore, I'm done. I'm finished. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people that hit that point and then they stop and then they never pick it back up. They say, you know what, this isn't for me. It's not working. It's too hard, whatever it may be. And when I say a tool of a partnership, I mean that they are not promising you anything. I want to make that very clear. Your partnership with a network is not going to promise you anything. They did not agree to give you anything as far as monetary gain or subscriber base increase or viewers or subscriptions or whatever it may be. They never give you that promise because that's not really their objective. Now, I see a lot of people that have made reviews on Fullscreen. I'm just using this as an example. And the problem that I have is most of the people that I've seen were very successful YouTubers. When you're talking about 100,000 plus subscribers, you're talking about somebody who has established themselves a good network of subscribers. Their view base, their views are up, their fan base is up. So in my opinion, these people go in and they get told all this stuff that, hey, we can help you with this, we can help you with that, and they get pitched directly from the network itself, the partnership, and so they got sucked in and they got suckered. But by the same token, they were not suckered. And I say this in a lighthearted, respectful way, but that person had already broken the mold by being themselves and stood out of a crowd to get 100,000 subscribers. In all honesty, if you've made it that far, why would you go and put your success ratio in limbo by trying something new? It's like that old saying that if it's not broke, don't fix it. they were successful and they stepped out on their own accord and trusted somebody else with their baby. Now, not all partnerships are going to allow the partnership to have control over your channel and give you information on how to do this and how to do that and tips and stuff like that. Some of it's just here's tools, just use them, whatever. And Fullscreen is more of that, but it depends on what tier you are. You have a tier 1 all the way to, I don't even know what the other tiers are, but I know a tier 1 is like the best that you can be. So you have these people that have established setup, and they're really, in these reviews, they're giving Fullscreen a bad name. And it's kind of upsetting a little bit because it's like, well, you already have success. You know, you've already done something that most people have not done. A lot of YouTubers have not accomplished that. So to say that, you know, it's their fault is not really their fault, because they never signed a contractual agreement that states that they were going to make X amount of dollars, or, you know, have X amount of subscribers or anything like that. That would be retarded. Why would they sign that? Why would they put that into a contract? So that moves me on to my second point. A lot of people keep on bringing up this 2-year contract, okay? And I don't understand this, because the 2-year contract, if you look at it contractually, making YouTube's videos, as everyone knows, is very labor intensive, even to people that have no idea. They don't understand the amount of time and effort we put into these productions, and the time spent thinking about it and going through and trying something and it failing, and all these different processes that we go through. And so one of the things that I think is, so you have all these different processes that you go through to make a video. And one of those processes is actually going through and finding royalty-free music so that you can play it in your background, your intro, whatever it may be. And YouTube does have, for its creators, it has a setup where you can go in and listen to royalty-free music. You can download it for free. You can put it in your videos without any kind of copyright infringement, and it's fantastic. But the issue is this: it still takes a lot of time. And is that music up to the quality that maybe you prefer? For me, you know, as you bump up the quality of your videos, you want everything to match, line up, you know. So that's one thing. Okay, so say you do find it and it isn't free. You're going to have to pay for it, okay? YouTube is a free website, a free social media, okay? You don't have to pay anything to subscribe. You don't have to pay anything to start your own channel. You don't have to pay anything for anything, point blank. If you want to go in and record off your phone that you already use for another purpose, you can do that. You can spend as much or as little money as you want investing in yourself and in your channel. Now, behind all that, you have the stipulation of people are like, well, they're going to sign me in this 2-year contract. Okay, yes, but you're doing it for a free network. It's not costing you anything to partner with them. You're getting tons of stuff that would actually cost you money if you went out on your own without a partnership and bought it. It would cost you a lot of money. You're doing it on YouTube, which is free. So everything that you do, you could potentially make money at, and including the partnership. And YouTube doesn't even really offer that great of a, you know, split as far as the price wise, as far as the CPM and all that stuff. So if you're on the edge and you are not sure, you know, I really want to expand, but I don't know. I'm just scared. Listen, it costs you nothing. If you're not making views now, what is it going to change? The formula has not really changed for most people that are looking for partnerships. The big guys don't go out and go, well, I need to look for a partnership. Most of those partnerships are brought to them because they know they can make money off them. And don't get it twisted, guys. Every partnership out there is going to make money off you. So is YouTube. Everything makes money off everything else. So when I went in, I did my homework. I looked around. I decided, you know what? I don't mind. It's not going to make me or break me. I have 4 subscribers. I have like 600 views. No big deal. Whatever. So I applied. One of the misconceptions is that you have to have a certain amount to get on with Fullscreen, and I'm talking about Fullscreen specifically at this point. That is not correct. Fullscreen does not require a certain amount of subscribers, a certain amount of views, a certain amount of comments. What they do require is that you have a good standing YouTube channel, and that you are expending time and energy into making a good product, a worthy product of them putting their brand on you and saying, okay, well, he represents us. Because in essence, that's what you're doing. So throughout this process, you're going to find that you'll go through the application process. You'll be able to look at all the intimate details. And the thing that kills people is this contractual agreement. Listen, stop worrying about it. It's not like they say, hey, listen, if you don't reach blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah amount of time, you owe us money. You don't owe them money. You don't owe them anything. Read the contract. Make sure that you understand the rules and regulations that are set in place, what is required of you, what is not required of you, but stop being doubtful of yourself. Don't worry about all the other stuff. Let that stuff take its course. The main thing is if you really believe in yourself and you really believe in what you're doing, and you're not out to just try to make a quick buck, you're really trying to start something like me. I'm trying to make this a full-time job. Am I worried about it happening by the end of next year? Not really, because guess what? I'm doing what I love. I'm a people person. I enjoy people. I enjoy what I do. And so for me, it was a no-brainer. I signed the contract. It was no big deal. I'm not scared. I'm not worried about it. Listen, if you're that worried about it, don't do it. I am extremely happy with the dashboard they have for their creators, all of the apps and all the things they have. And so I really have nothing negative to say at this point. But even if I did have something negative to say, think about the small number of people that do these reviews and they bash them, and that's their opinion. Perfectly fine. But think about all those people and then go back and look at it and be like, okay, and how many people are partnered and how many channels are partnered with Fullscreen that aren't saying anything, that are just trucking along, doing their thing. So, this is an announcement that I've been partnered with Fullscreen, but at the same time, guys, life is too short to sit here and just, worry and doubt. If you're scared, don't do it. If you're already kind of like, I want to do it, but, read the contract. If you feel comfortable at that point, jump for it. Go. Who cares? Life is short. Live it up. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up the video, guys, in a whole. The final thing I want to say to you is I am partnered with Fullscreen, okay? If this video has convinced you to the point where you were like, I was on that knife edge, but now, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply today. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. I'd greatly appreciate it. Furthermore, I have actually put down here in the description area the actual specific link that links my account to you, that will go ahead and let you sign up and everything and apply for your application. It gives credit back to me. If you do it that way, I greatly appreciate it. I really want you to make the right decision for you as an individual. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about anything like that. Just, think about it that way. Greatly appreciate. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great one.